When the sun kisses the African horizon, a sound too low for human ears ripples through the air and earth. Elephants generate infrasound, vibrations below 20 Hz, a frequency that feels more like a subtle pressure than a tone. This hidden language can travel for miles, slipping under the rustle of grasses and the chatter of insects. Scientists first realized that elephants were speaking in a range we cannot hear, simply because their massive bodies can push enough air to create these deep pulses. Imagine a conversation that bypasses sight, that rides on the very fabric of the ground beneath your feet. In the quiet of the night, a lone bull may announce his presence, while a distant herd feels the call like a gentle thrum. It is not mythology, it is measured physics, recorded by sensitive microphones perched in the savannah. As we listen with instruments, the world awakens to a dialogue that has existed for millions of years, invisible yet profoundly real. An elephant's low-frequency call can journey farther than any song of the birds above it. Because infrasound wavelengths stretch over many meters, they are less absorbed by trees, dust, or heat. A single rumble can travel 10, 20, even 50 kilometers, bending over hills and slipping through dense forests. Researchers have placed arrays of microphones across the Serengeti and recorded a solitary calf's distress call echoing from a neighboring reserve, a distance that would mute a human shout instantly. The ground itself becomes a conduit, carrying vibrations like a giant drumskin. When a storm rolls in, the wind may mask higher tones, but the elephant's infrasound passes through unimpeded, arriving at the ears of a distant matriarch who is grazing miles away. It is as if the continent hums with a secret melody, audible only to those equipped to hear. This extraordinary reach reshapes our understanding of animal communication. It is not limited to line-of-sight dialogues, but a sprawling network that stitches together individuals across the African plains. Deep within the savannah night, a distant matriarch feels a subtle tremor in the earth beneath her massive feet. It is not the rustle of a grass blade, nor the distant roar of a lion. It is the low, resonant call of a cousin heard many kilometers away. As the vibration reaches her, her ears swivel and she lifts her trunk, listening not with air but with bone and skin. The call carries information, who is calling, how far, and even the caller's emotional state. The response is almost instantaneous. A younger bull, hearing the same infrasound, lifts his massive head and matches the rhythm, creating a chorus that ripples across the open plain. This acoustic handshake occurs without any visual cue, a hidden dialogue that stitches together families separated by rivers, valleys, and human settlements. Scientists have captured these exchanges with remote sensors, revealing a pattern akin to a social network where each rumble strengthens bonds and coordinates movement. It is a reminder that the world is alive with conversations we simply cannot hear without aid. Imagine a massive family of elephants marching across the plains, each step in perfect synchrony, as if guided by an unseen conductor. The secret lies in their infrasound. When the matriarch decides to shift direction, she emits a low-frequency pulse that travels faster than any visual cue could. Within seconds, the younger members feel the vibration through the ground and adjust their stride. The result is a fluid, coordinated migration that can span hundreds of kilometers without a single elephant losing contact. This is not a chaotic shuffle, it is a choreography written in vibrations. Researchers have observed herds navigating around obstacles, rivers, thorny bushes, by merely altering the rhythm of their calls, and the whole group follows like a school of fish responding to a single change in water pressure. The ability to maintain cohesion over such distances showcases an evolutionary mastery of physics, turning the Earth itself into a communication highway. It reminds us that social order can be built on forces far more subtle than sight or sound as we normally perceive them. In the heat of the dry season, a lone bull elephant rises above the grasses, his massive frame silhouetted against the orange sky. He begins a deep, resonant bellow that is not a roar at all but a carefully modulated infrasound, designed to travel across the open plain for dozens of kilometers. This call serves a dual purpose. It announces his presence to potential mates and warns rival males to stay away. The low frequency can penetrate the thick dust and even the subtle temperature gradients that usually distort sound. Female elephants many miles away detect the vibration through the ground and respond with a softer, yet equally powerful, rumble. The exchange creates a dialogue that can be heard as a faint, rolling hum by a distant observer equipped with the right equipment. Remarkably, these mating choruses often synchronize with the rhythm of distant thunderstorms, as if the elephants have learned to use the natural background noise to amplify their signal. This acoustic courtship illustrates how evolution has turned the very air and earth into a stage for love, without a single visual cue. When a lion pride stalks the edge of a herd's grazing grounds, an elephant's ears twitch and a low, urgent vibration ripples through the mud beneath its massive feet. This is not a random grunt. It is a warning call, an infrasound alarm that can travel faster than the approaching predator itself. The signal spreads like a tremor across the terrain, alerting distant family members to tighten their circle and hoist their trunks in defense. Similarly, looming thunderstorms generate low-frequency rumblings that can mask ordinary sounds, yet elephants use their own infrasound to gauge the intensity and direction of the approaching weather. By emitting a series of short pulses, they can sense how the ground vibrates in response, essentially feeling the storm before the first drop hits. The herd then moves to higher ground, guided by these subtle cues. Researchers have observed this behavior in real time, noting that the elephant's response is immediate and coordinated, a testament to a communication system that operates on a scale far beyond human perception. In a world where danger can arrive silently, these giants have mastered the art of listening to the earth itself. The bond between a mother elephant and her newborn calf is one of the strongest in the animal kingdom, and it is reinforced by a secret language of infrasound. Within minutes of birth, the mother emits a gentle, low-frequency hum that vibrates through the soft soil, reaching the calf's sensitive foot pads and the membranes of its ears. This vibration reassures the infant, guiding it to the nearest source of water and safe shade without the need for visual cues. As the calf grows, the mother continues to communicate through subtle rumblings, warning it of hidden dangers like lurking crocodiles or sudden temperature drops. The calf, in turn, responds with higher-pitched, yet still infrasonic, calls that signal hunger or discomfort. These exchanges are continuous, a silent symphony that binds them together even when they are separated by a few hundred meters as the mother forages. Researchers have recorded that the frequency range of these mother-calf calls is distinct from the broader herd communication, suggesting a specialized acoustic channel just for nurturing. It is a gentle reminder that even the most colossal creatures rely on the softest whispers of the earth to keep their families safe. Beyond vocalizations, elephants possess an extraordinary ability to sense vibrations traveling through the ground, a skill that complements their infrasound messages. Their massive padded footpads, together with a network of sensory cells in their trunks, act like natural seismometers. When a distant herd stomps or a tree falls miles away, the subtle tremor reaches them within seconds. They can discern the direction, distance, and even the nature of the source, whether it is a friendly rumble or a potential threat. This seismic awareness allows them to locate water sources hidden beneath the dry crust, as the flow of underground streams creates faint, continuous vibrations. In times of drought, elephants have been observed gathering around a faint, low-frequency hum that signals the presence of underground water. Their capacity to integrate auditory infrasound with tactile ground signals creates a multimodal communication system unparalleled in the animal kingdom. It is as if these giants have turned the planet itself into a giant listening post, constantly tuned to the pulse of the earth. In the modern world, the low-frequency chorus of elephants is increasingly drowned out by the roar of human activity. Highways, aircraft, and industrial machinery generate infrasound that can blend with, and often mask, the elephant's own signals. When a convoy of trucks rumbles across a protected corridor, the elephant's subtle warning calls become indistinguishable from the mechanical hum, leading to delayed responses to predators or environmental hazards. Studies have shown that herds near oil extraction sites alter their movement patterns, avoiding areas where the constant low-frequency noise is strongest. This displacement can fragment social bonds and limit access to critical water sources. Moreover, the stress induced by chronic exposure to anthropogenic sound can raise cortisol levels, affecting health and reproduction. Conservationists now recognize that protecting elephant communication means more than preserving land. It also involves managing acoustic pollution. Efforts are underway to create quiet zones, reroute traffic, and enforce stricter noise regulations around key habitats. By restoring the acoustic space that elephants have relied on for millennia, we give them a better chance to maintain their ancient dialogues. As we listen to the echoes that bind elephant families across continents, we are reminded that communication is the lifeline of every species. The infrasound network of these giants is not merely a curiosity. It is a crucial thread that weaves together survival, reproduction, and cultural knowledge passed down through generations. Protecting this hidden language means safeguarding the ecosystems that nurture it, vast, undisturbed landscapes where vibrations can travel unhindered. Efforts such as establishing acoustic corridors, limiting disruptive development, and promoting community stewardship help preserve the subtle soundscape that elephants have relied on for ages. When we succeed, we not only ensure the survival of the largest land mammals, but also honor the profound mystery of a world that speaks in frequencies beyond our ordinary perception. The next time you stand on a quiet plain and feel the earth beneath your feet, imagine the silent conversations flowing beneath you, a reminder that the natural world is far stranger and far more beautiful than we ever imagined.